weather meteorologist Jonathan Oh.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
We had a very pleasant day today in Tokyo.
I know, yeah.
So I wonder whether this is going to last.
Well, I think it may last for at least another few more days,
Good.
but we may also see a little bit of moisture returning back to us as we go later on this week. We can't have the good weather forever, but at least we can enjoy it while it lasts. And the reason why we are seeing some pleasant conditions over Japan, and in fact it extends into the Korean Peninsula and a good portion of China because of a high pressure system, an area where air is sinking rather than evaporating and rising up. And so as long as that happens, we have much more pleasant conditions. Now we did have a low pressure system that is feeding back some moisture into Hokkaido, so we did see a little bit more of a wet pattern toward the north. And then a cold front is creating some instability south of Japan, and this may actually develop into something a little bit more intense in terms of rainfall as we go later on this week. And so be prepared for maybe some rainfall to Kyushu as we go later in the day Tuesday, and then possibly on Wednesday we'll be seeing a little bit more of an active weather pattern when it comes to rainfall as we go through the middle of this week. Now, I want to point out to you down here towards South Asia, a tropical storm named Vamco. This is moving slowly to the west at 10 kilometers per hour. Wind speeds of 65 gusting to 90. So it is a bit of a storm, but it's not really intense. But it is bringing a lot of rainfall, and it is a slow-moving system. So because of its slow path over Vietnam into Laos, Cambodia, and even to the far eastern portions of Thailand, we're dealing with some significant rainfall. Some of these areas may see up to 150 millimeters of rainfall in just a very short time period, and then extending into the middle of the week, we may see some areas close to 200 millimeters. Now, we have a tropical storm. It's also enhanced by the fact that we have a rainy season setup, and so that's bringing a lot of precipitation into the region. And so look out for very wet weather down toward the south, drier further toward the north. Now we're going to be seeing some showers along the eastern seaboard of China from Shanghai down to Hong Kong, but it's not going to be a washout. We're going to see a relatively dry pattern as we go into Tuesday. Now speaking of dry, and we don't need it to be any drier at this point, is the